Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of the Healthy Eating Bootcamp. We hope that you've enjoyed your first 3 weeks, and maybe this is a good time. We're halfway through that you might want to go back and review some of the first few weeks, the information, the recipes, and just see if there's any questions or thoughts that you might have. We're really happy to help you with those questions. And so today we're going to dive in a little bit deeper into our macronutrients, and today we're going to talk about carbohydrates. So as some of you may have noticed, carbohydrates have been getting a bad name these days. So many eating plans are focusing on low carb or no carb. And, as we've learned so far, our body really needs all of the macronutrients to stay in balance, to stay healthy. And it really never works if we avoid or eliminate one of the macronutrients. So as we think about carbohydrates, one of the most important things to remember is they are the body's number one first choice preferred fuel for energy production in our cells and in our tissues. And really, in addition, carbohydrates have several functions. They support specifically our brain energy, our ability to focus and think, our ability to move our muscles, muscle action. They also contain fibers that help us make good bugs or good bacteria in our gut for our immune support and even for proper elimination. So it's really important that we include carbohydrates, but the key is really the source. So we've learned that in talking about our fats and proteins, that we need to know the type of carbohydrates that work the best. So we generally want to think of our fuel as the kind of fuel that's long burning and not quick burning. So the best long burning good fuel in carbohydrate sources are things like low starch vegetables, fresh or frozen. These are really the rock stars of the food world. Aiming for 2 to 3 cups in a day is a good target. There's so much nutrition. They support detox of vitamins and minerals and overall support our health, and they tend to be a fuel that burns slower. The colorful starchy vegetables also. So thinking of sweet potatoes, even the winter squashes, more unusual things like Jerusalem artichokes, yucca, jicama. Those are all good options for healthy starchy vegetables. And then the whole grains. So, things like brown rice, quinoa, those are all good slower burning fuels. And in that category, for an adult, maybe a cup a day is a good target. Maybe a half a cup at a dinner or even at lunch, 1 slice of whole grain bread. Those are good targets. And, in carbohydrates, we probably are most individual with this group. So some clients may need to tweak or change their quantities, but this gives you a good general target. Also legumes. So we've talked about legumes with our protein world, but they also have carbohydrates. They're kind of a combo food, great fiber, good minerals. A cup a day is even a good target. So a cup is equal to about 2 ounces of animal protein. And again, they bring that extra nutrition, the slower burning fuel. And then fruit falls into that category. So a whole fruit, 2 to 3 servings a day for an adult is a pretty good target. A serving is about a half cup or a small portion. And again, pairing it with protein to keep blood sugar balanced. On the flip side, the worst carbohydrate sources are anything processed flours, breads, crackers, cookies, simple sugars, sweetened dried fruits, even fruit juices. All those processed carbohydrates tend to be pro-inflammatory. They're a fuel that burns very quickly. They really don't bring the body a lot of nutrition. They bring more calories. So keeping the simple carbohydrates out is our best strategy, and focusing on those long burning, more whole food types. So I hope that's been helpful in our week 4 As always, we welcome your questions and comments, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks so much.